Oh, sometimes you got to make a video even when you don't want to. I mean, I was just chilling out, relaxing, chatting to the ladies from the British Isles, Wales, Scotland, England, and Ulster. Just chilling out, minding my own business, having a look at what was happening over on X. When I saw a post, I don't take no pleasure in having to correct a fellow patriot, but you know, this is just too important to let slide, and I have to put it right. I'm referring to this post that was put up on X by Andy the Gabby Cabby. I'll read it to you. I like Andy. He puts out some good stuff. Don't always agree with him, but usually do. Andy the Gabby Cabby. As an indigenous born person of the British Isles, let's get this right. I am not British. I am English. First of all, I'm going to have to correct him, but you'll see as we go along. The phrase so many people need to get out of the habit of it's for the good of the British people. I don't know why he would say that. I think that's a good saying, for the good of the British people. The British people are the indigenous population of the British Isles. They're the white people. They're our blood. British is a communist delusion invented in 1948. Oh. I'm going to have to give him some history and geography lessons, aren't I? Like I said, I take no pleasure in making this video. You have my word on that. The indigenous people of these lands are English, Scottish, Welsh and Irish. Well, he's almost correct. The indigenous population of Great Britain are English, Scottish and Welsh. You'll see when I show you the map. Back to geography. The Irish are indigenous to the British Isles. And I'll explain that in a moment. He finishes by saying, if you hear a patriot or politician spouting the British, all they're doing is handing an easy win to the establishment. Make sure you bloody well correct them. Well, I bloody well will correct you, Andy. I hope you don't take offence at that. First, have a look at what I'm wearing. I got my British National Party hat. British National Party. I'm a British nationalist. I've got my British National Party badge on. British nationalist. Indigenous to the population of of Great Britain. Yeah? British. I'm British. I'm also Welsh. Welsh being one of the components that make up the people of Great Britain. One of the tribes. There's an English tribe, if you like, a Welsh tribe, and a Scots tribe. And over in Northern Ireland, Ulster Scots, I suppose. All of us are united under this flag, the Union flag. British nationalists are unionists. I would physically fight those who would break up the union of Wales, Scotland, Ulster and England. Those are divisive. Those are my enemies. They are not my friends, they are my enemies. Anyone who seeks to divide the people of Great Britain are my enemies. Now, let's get into it, shall we? Let's start right at the beginning. History 1, is it? 1, 2, 3. History 1. Stand by. The British Isles. Oh, what do we got? The British Isles. A quick answer to it only began in 1948. Key point, the British Isles is a geographical term, not a political state. It refers to the islands off the northwest coast of mainland Europe. Important distinction. British Isles is not the same thing as the United Kingdom. So, before we even get to 1948, the term is about geography first. Let's go to the next slide. What the British Isles includes: Great Britain, England, Scotland and Wales. If you like, the tribes that make up the British people in Great Britain. Ireland, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland are part of the British Isles. Other islands include the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands. Smaller islands: Hebrides, Orkneys, Shetlands, Anglesey, Isle of Wight, Isle of Sicily, many more, making up the British Isles. Okay, with me so far, guys? Right, let's go on to the next slide. How old is the idea? Heart rate's high. How old is the idea? Ancient world. Greek writers were already describing these islands collectively over 2,000 years ago. We've been around longer than that, but the Greeks recognized us 2,000 years ago. In 1577, John Dee used the English form British Isles. In 1707, the Kingdom of Great Britain was created after the union of England and Scotland. So the idea is ancient, the English name is centuries old, and Great Britain became a state long before 1948. Whatever 1948 changed, it did not invent Britain or the British Isles. When I was younger, car number plates had GB on them for Great Britain. Yeah, I don't know what year the number plates changed to read UK, but it used to be GB, standing for Great Britain. Not because Great Britain was great, that just happened to be the name of the islands. Appropriate, Great Britain was great. Yeah. Now we get to the last slide. Yeah. So what happened in 1948? That Andy is referring to the 1948 Act, the British Nationality Act. 1948 reorganized nationality law. It turned existing British subjects into citizens of the United Kingdom and colonies. Yeah. Previous to that, we were subjects of the Queen, weren't we? Slaves. We're still slaves to the state, aren't we? Paying our taxes. We treated like cattle. We're seen as resources. Anyhow, but what it did not do is it did not create Britain, British people, or the British Isles from scratch. We were in existence thousands of years ago. 1948 changed legal nationality categories, not the existence of Britain itself. Okay. Pause, Paul. So, I had to make this video, guys. I wanted to make it quite clear, you know, the difference between, say, a British nationalist, an English nationalist, a Welsh nationalist, and a Scots nationalist. Welsh nationalists want an independent Wales totally separate from the Union. The Scots want similar for Scotland, and the English nationalists want the same for England. I do think it unfair that England doesn't have their own parliament, but personally a British nationalist would abolish the Scottish Parliament and abolish the Welsh Assembly, and the component parts of Great Britain would only have one parliament for us all. Anyhow, that's all I've got for you. I'm going back now to have a cup of coffee with the girls. Yeah, see what they are doing. They're happy enough. Okay, guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow, a British nationalist. Don't let anyone try and confuse you in the way that Andy, the Gabby Cabby, did. I'm sure he didn't mean to, and I'm sure if he does a bit of research, he may make another post sometimes down the road. But that's up to him. But I'm prepared to defend the Union.